Welcome, Goddess. I am excited to connect with you today. In this video, I'll share with you tips and secrets to attract love, manifest love, attract your soulmate with the help of your angel, with the help of ascended masters, with the help of God, the universe. I hope that this is connecting with you. I am an intuitive love coach. I'm sorry, I just got distracted when I saw like a new update to the platform and how it looks. So as I was saying, my name is Nicole Elissa. Welcome. I am an intuitive love coach, and I help women from all walks in life who are success-driven to attract their ideal partner, their soulmate, their king. And I'm excited to share this with you because I want to answer some points that I find to be very important, crucial in your process to attracting your soulmate. So one of the reasons, and this is going to be a short video, but it's a really important video. And by the way, if you wanted to join the intuition course for women that's guided by the angels, the discount, the promo ends today. You're going to get $100.11 off today. So hi there. Hello there, beautiful. I'm excited to connect with you. So as you know, beautiful, I've been connecting with you on this topic. So I'm going to share with you how your angels can help. This is a painting that I did, I think 4 years ago. It's a really beautiful experience. So many of you are called by the idea of attracting a soulmate, right? You want your one-two flame, you want your twin flame, and you are called to attract it, but sometimes I feel like there's a few misconceptions that can hinder that process that I want to make very clear for you. Yes, I did. Isn't it nice? So it's a beautiful thing because, for example, in my personal opinion, I find that people, number one, when it comes to asking God, source, life, your angels to attract your soulmate, sometimes this is what the angels are telling me. People can have this idea that it's just going to fall in your lap. It could. But whatever it is that you want to manifest, you have to be able to hold it, okay? So as you're meeting people who you think are potential soulmates, what's happening is that God, source, your angels are trying to communicate with you. A lot of the repetitive things that you experience with people as you're trying to attract your soulmate could be certain belief systems that you have on your unconscious. So when you are getting frustrated, I sound far. Thank you for the tip. I shouldn't though. I have it's weird because I shouldn't. I have my microphone on. I can sometimes tend to not have it on. But let me know if you can hear me better now. Can you hear me better? Tell me if you can hear me better. So if I feel that it sounds a bit far, I'm going to come back. But yeah, as I was saying, some of these belief systems you can have on the inside, okay? Or this is the thing, interesting, but is it really bad or can you hear me? So the thing is that you can, how do I say this? So basically, you can have these belief systems, okay? And you might be drawn to spiritual tools, maybe like crystals or prayer, or you light up a candle in the name of a prayer, to God, but you were waiting for the candle, the crystal to bring you your partner. But what I wanted to bring up is the fact that these things, the way that they work, like I'm talking about like the candle, or when you're praying, or when you're using crystal, you're asking your angels, like these things work through consciousness. So it can either bring you or manifest somebody, right? But that person might come in with a lesson, some sort of teaching for you, or this is the piece that I feel most people do not understand or are not aware of, is that it can come with consciousness, okay? So the prayer, the crystal, let's see, the candle will come attached with consciousness. It's going to come with consciousness attached. So what does this mean? But like, love, let me know if you can hear my words. I'm gonna listen to it after I come back just to see if I have to do it again. But basically, what does it consciousness mean? It's one of the things that the angels have told me is that there could be a lot of like magical thinking when it comes to love, but we want to remember that faith without works is dead. So one of the things that you need to do is to become better at listening, at interpreting the messages that you are getting from God, source, your angels, and ascended masters. You really, we need to become better. Actually, we need to become better listeners, create a space of silence from within so that we can interpret, we can receive the feedback. And then for some reason, I'm here and make a bigger comeback, whatever that comeback is. So let me know if this is resonating for you, because sometimes people put in so much attachment, because I was going to say hope, but it's like hope with attachment of, maybe doing a course. This course is going to bring me to one, and let's say you did a course for 3 months, and at the course of the 3 months, you didn't attract the person immediately. What I want you to notice is if your consciousness shut down, or notice where your consciousness goes. If it goes into apathy. Oh, this is a waste of my time, and it's not going to happen. I put myself out there, and it didn't work out. But this is the thing. I'm getting there to be, what's the phrase? I'm getting, I am farsighted. Okay, so I see better from far than up close. But sometimes we just see what's right in front of us. We assume something negative, but in reality, that could be the belief system. We could be operating under apathy, giving up, or it's not going to work. But this is the thing where when we become silent, we become present, we want to build our intuition. What this does is so magnificent, because if we calm ourselves down, what you can basically will realize is that there could be more information that your angels are trying to share with you, or your ascended masters. So it could be ascended masters, could be Jesus, could be different teachers, could be Mother Mary, getting to hear Yogananda, etc. So this is the thing. We have to become better listeners, and we cannot be throwing a towel just like that, making a bunch of noise when it doesn't seem like what we want is coming in. Your prayers, the candles, the crystals, for example, I'm going to show you one of my favorite crystals. I love the crystals, for example. I love crystals. I have them all around. So the thing is, for example, I'm going to show this beautiful tourmaline that I have. It's one of my favorites. So we need to become better listeners, because sometimes information is not what we're saying, right off the bat. It's not. But the consciousness, the message that's trying to come through is love. Love is not quitting. Love is not throwing in the towel. Love is not attacking the tool, or attacking or feeling shut down, or feeling like God is not hearing you. Love is not feeling like I said, love is not, we need to be able to respond with love. So that's why I recommend for those of you that are just getting to go listen from the very beginning, because what happens is that we give up too quickly, we assume too quickly, we shut down too quickly, because there is this belief, an honest belief, that everything is meant to just fall in their lap. We need to have the consciousness and the energy that can sustain the vision, that can sustain the manifestation. What does that mean? You want love? You need to be able to have a consciousness of expectation, that an energy that can receive the love, an energy of a woman that's courageous, that trusts in her vision no matter what. And this is the thing, because everybody's journey is a little bit different. Your steps might be different than somebody else's. So this is why you need to be able to understand what are the steps that God, life source, your angels, infinite masters are sharing with you. Okay? Sometimes the anger, the assumption, the lack, the inner scarcity, the jealousy, the envy, these are emotions and choices that can reflect a state of consciousness but at the same time, that can block consciousness. Okay, so consciousness is the most important thing because intuition is consciousness, and the judgment, the fears, the agenda is like we need to be able to hear the things that we want to hear, and receive the feedback that we want to hear from the angels or from our ascended masters, but we also need to be able to hear or sense, depending on your dominant intuition sense, what is actually being said, even if it's things that you do not want to hear. So when it comes to love, we need to remain open, and understand that sometimes we are actually living out some of the belief systems that our ancestors have, and we are meant to break those. I don't like saying generational curse at all. I don't like that word or that phrase, but we could be carrying the energy of generations, and we are meant to live out a new energy. So how do you go about doing that? That can be something that your angels within the masters want to share with you. Okay? Let's say you're doing clearing work, emotional reprogramming work, the one that I love doing and I do with my clients. You could have done Reiki. You could have done, what's the name of this other one? I haven't mentioned it in years, and I used to love it. Pranic healing. Oh my goodness, I haven't heard of pranic healing in a while. I love pranic healing. I haven't done that in more than 7 years. Wow. But you could be doing Reiki. You could have done pranic healing. You could have done hypnosis. And then you do hypnosis or you do pranic healing, and then you want to throw it in the towel because it didn't work. No. You want to have open consciousness so that you can receive the feedback of what your angels, ascended masters are sharing with you. At all times, feminine energy is to manifest. We need to be open. We need to be receptive. First and foremost, to receive the guidance that source is giving to us. But think about it as a kid that's trying to learn something, and sometimes the kid has to do something and it just throws in a tantrum. But then when the kid is trying to tantrum, they can no longer hear you. Sometimes they become greedy, but I just want what I want, and it's not fair, and I want it now. But it's about, it really is truly deep down about fairness, like if you really listen to what source, God, your angels are sharing with you, you will be able to pick up what's really going on. The negative assumption that we carry in the moment when we're quote unquote not getting what we want immediately, and what we do after means the world. It means the world. So, for example, I've seen this happen. I've seen people pray to God, God, I really want love. Show me how do I attract the right partner for me. Or maybe they've gone to, let's say they've gone to a psychic, and the psychic said it's going to happen in 2 years. 2 years passed by and it didn't happen because you were putting too much of the energy on what the psychic said, but you were not learning how to listen for further guidance, like what steps can I take? What will help me? You need to be available to hear the message. What is my topic about? Soulmate? Yes. So my topic is how to manifest love with the help of God, your angels, the masters, etc. Or you're using crystals or spiritual tools like prayer, worship. But it doesn't you get to have your own path. So the thing here is that the message that the angels want me to share with you is that people more often than not give up too quickly, assume negative things about themselves and about the process, or shut down when they feel like they're about to experience heartbreak, like if they experience rejection, if things didn't go like they went out one time and they didn't meet somebody. And we need to see how as women we can be up and down like a yo-yo emotionally, but we need to become better listeners. Receive the guidance but this is the thing, you have to trust the unknown too, because the guidance that we can receive, one of the things that I always say to my clients, one of the first things that I notice when I'm working with women is that women say, I don't know a lot. It's a form of protecting ourselves, even from our intuition, from our knowing. And what happens is that we can, how do I say this? Give me 1 second, let me see. How do you know you are with a soulmate already, perhaps? Exactly. So, so let me see. I wanna be able to say this properly. So We say I don't know a lot. We say I don't know way too much. You'd be surprised at how often we say I don't know or a variation of I don't know. And how this impacts us is that it comes from a state, it's the flight or the freeze response. We know the fight, freeze, fawn, or fight, flight response. So it's part of the freeze response, it's part of the flight response. We just go into I don't know. But what underneath that, it could be like a sense of a helplessness. So you want to remain open. Feminine energy, in order to attract, you have to remain open. So let's say you did a couple clearing sessions, emotional reprogramming sessions. You did it hypnosis and you did subconscious reprogramming work, or you did pranic healing, and you did those, and you feel like, oh, those didn't work. I didn't attract the partner. No, that doesn't mean that it's not working. It could mean that you did the next two steps that were right for you. Then it's your job to remain open. What is the next step that you are being guided to take? Okay? You cannot give up, because when you go into apathy consciousness, you're shutting down your intuition and your connection with your higher self and with your angels to know what are the next steps. You see? It's crucial. So because when it comes to clearing work, there is subconscious, there is pranic, there is Reiki, there is spiritual clearing work, there's nervous system reprogramming work, there's emotional reprogramming work, because your whole body, your soul, your aura, they all communicate together. Okay? So what happens is that we shut down. You're like, oh, no, I don't want to do more. I don't want to do more. But what you're not seeing is that you are choosing to go into apathy. You have to be able to trust in the next steps that you're guided to take. Some of the steps that you're guided to take will stretch you, but it will help you be able to hold the vision of love that only you have for yourself. Because you're a dreamer, right? You're an optimistic soul. You're an optimistic woman. You want an amazing epic love. Feel into that energy, because when you're a visionary like that and you have an amazing vision of the love that you want to have in your life, you need to be able to hold that epic vision. You see? Only you. Nobody can hold it for you except like you. So your attitude needs to show and demonstrate that faith. You need to be able to learn, listen, study, invest however it requires for you. Are you willing? Because some of the requests that you're making out of your God, of angels, of the ascended masters to help you, they're going to stretch you. They're going to ask you to let go of certain belief systems. They're going to recommend certain therapies for you. I've seen people who are only willing to do one, when I've seen that their angels are recommending them to do four. You know, God and your angels and your ascended masters are always going to continuously trying to help you. Okay? They're going to try to help you, but the help doesn't mean necessarily that the love is just going to fall in your lap. The help is you are going to have to be able to really listen and to implement. And in order to do that, you might have to shut down like the voice, the inner critic, the fears, the doubts, the need to control. You need to become better listeners. So that is the message that the angels wanted to share with you, because our doubts and our insecurities about ourselves, about our worth, sometimes we're secretly not feeling worthy of more, so we sabotage things. But guess what? Your angels, God, of course, your ascended masters are trying to help you stop sabotaging. Step into the version of you that knows that she's worthy, that knows that she belongs, that she deserves the absolute best. So when you're in the process to attract your soulmate, your angels might guide you to work on your self-worth or your feminine energy or different aspects of your feminine energy. You might have done work for the sexual aspect of the feminine energy. You might be guiding you to do spiritual work on the feminine energy, emotional work on the feminine energy. And your teachers, the people that are meant to teach you, the people that are meant to guide you and support you, whatever it is that you need will show up along the way. Okay? Please, because I keep hearing there's so many people who you think that you pray to God and you pray to your angels, you've asked for help, for love, and you feel like it didn't happen, but in reality, you need to become a better listener. Okay? I'm getting down to share about an experience that I had once where I was in a really dire situation and I needed the help of my angels, and I actually did for the first time. I'm meditating to connect with my angels. And I was there to this beautiful place, and I met this amazing person who offered me something to help me. But I was shut down because I had been in negative spaces, and I was assuming that what she was helping me or offering me was going to be the same thing that I experienced in the past. So I wasn't open. It took me a year, and I was going through a really rough time when I started to see her name everywhere. Her name everywhere. I didn't even remember that it was her name until I saw this, like the card that she'd given me. And I was like, oh my God, I knew that my angels were sharing me like to go through it. Like they were wanting to help me. She was the person who was going to help me. But I'm saying it because I still know so many people who feel like I've been praying to God, but I haven't seen anything. Maybe you need to become a better listener to get this like right step to get out of your own way. I worked with a client recently, actually, maybe 2 years ago, where she had been praying and praying. And it turned out, she was about to give up. And I said, no, like what I've seen actually is that we all have guardian angels. And, we have our spiritual team. And when you're asking for help, they're immediately researching the person that can actually help you because God works through people. And we want to remember that. So, so we want to remember this. This is crucial. So yes, we want to remember this, that we have to be open. I'm also getting to ask you, are you open to people? Are you open to people teaching you? Are you open to learning? Ask yourself these things because all of it really demonstrates your availability and your availability to receive what you're asking for. Are you willing to learn something new? That is crucial, that is important. And I remember one time I went to a ceremony, and I got there, and the priest was saying, well, you can't say that you love God if you don't love people. And I laughed because God works with people, okay? So, God is going to work through your soulmate too. So, are you getting more about your belief system? Whether you're saying that you want love, you're hoping for a soulmate, but you're having a very critical, negative belief system about people or about love or about men. So I wanted to share this with you because it's important. Do not give up on love. I've seen this happen so many times. You just need to be open. You don't need to like everybody for it to work. And I don't know who this is for. So if you wanted to join me in intuition course, develop your intuition course with the help of your angels, and as a master, I would love to help you. It's the program that I was guided. Our Angel Michael told me to create it for you to help you relax your senses into accepting truth, recognizing truth. Intuition is discernment. It is what we are meant to learn in this life, and we need to learn discernment. Okay? God and our angels, we operate on free will, but they want to help us. And you can ask for help. We just need to help open up our senses more so that we can feel the love that's trying to come in, the guidance that's trying to come in, and that we can remain open, and that we can trust more, and that we can stay in our power. Because there's people, places, ideas that try to make us feel small, shut down our awareness. And if you want to really know and feel the love that your angels, that the masters have for you, because it's the purest love I've experienced in this lifetime, they want to help you be happy. They want to help you find bliss. I promise you that. I really promise you that. And why I say that it's about relaxing our senses is because we might have had experiences growing up as kids where people might have helped made us feel exactly, yeah. So you listen and trust your intuition. Exactly, I love that. So we might have had people who try to make us feel like we were silly. I mean, and some of us might have had experience with people trying to make us feel like as women we were crazy, that we didn't make any sense, that we couldn't trust ourselves, and that we wanted too much, that we cried too much. They have led us to abandon our connection with our intuition. They want us to just connect through our knowing through them. And I want to help you tap in and have that direct communication with your higher self, with your angels. And if you feel like this is for you, this is the only time that I'll be doing this program live. And it's about relaxing our senses. You might have a dominant clear, like clear vision, clear hearing, clear knowing, clear feeling. And you can have more than one, but we're going to focus first foremost on the ones that are dominant for you. And then that's going to help you open up more of your senses so that you can have a joyful, blissful communication with your higher self. This is not only going to help you attract love, but it's also going to help you with your career, business, finances, health, everything, etc. So they want to help you, and I'm getting to share with you a story where the angels kind of reprimanded me when they said, Nicole, you really, like, you think you trust, but in reality, you trust this much. And they were calling me out, full out, and I knew it was up to me to open up my trust, to be able to receive the feedback, to follow the steps. And I'm so grateful that it did. And I've seen how it has not only helped me, but it has helped my clients when it comes to love, when it comes to finances, when it comes to different resources, help, etc. So the details are below. There is a discount that's available until tonight at 11:59 p.m. EST, where you will actually, I think it's EST, and you will get $111 off. And you also have the option to have 2 private sessions with me, clearing or coaching sessions, to help you develop your intuition further. It's a 2.5-month course where we're going to practice. It's going to be fun. It's going to be light. Early in another video, I said it's a lot of work for me because I have to tap into your fears, release them, help you release them. But for you, it's actually really fun. And I'm really excited because you get to have a really strong connection with your angels, trust yourself, not be around people who try to siphon you and try to present themselves to be kind of like God, and you always need them. No, I want you to tap into your own inner knowing, and that you manifest like a powerhouse that you totally are. So if this is resonating, the link is below. We've already started. We had an intro call this past Friday, and you're going to get the recording of that as soon as when you join within the first 24 hours of signing up. And also, and we're going to have 2 additional live calls, clearing calls, and you have 6 modules of clearing, of training, and of practicing your intuition, clearance with the angels and everything. And I'm really excited. Remember that consciousness is starting to come through. And awesome. I hope that you're well. I think there was a question, but I don't see it anymore. I'm sending much love. Please share this with your friends. And if you are interested, I also have Goddess affirmation tracks that you can listen. Please don't listen to when you're driving or you're handling heavy machinery, but you can listen to it at home or before you go to sleep or when you wake up. I've been receiving so many comments of how much they're working. I am loved, I'm attractive, I am cherished, and I am safe. And I'm planning on doing a couple more. And I hope that this message connected with you. For those of you who are joining, please go back to the beginning and share with me in the comments what you got. Remember that the discounted price point ends today. Oh, and remember that by joining this, you will get the name. I will share with you the name of your guardian angel and the archangel that you are working with and what topics they're helping you with the most. I'm sending you much love. Remember that it's always about consciousness. It's not just, I want this thing to give me something quick. No, consciousness. Information is trying to come through. You might need to work through, like I said, generational stuff. You might be holding on to your parents' energy. You might need, I don't know, travel somewhere. And the agents are telling you, like, your partner is there or here. There's so many different things that you could be doing. They could even give you more clarity of like certain modalities that can help you, things that you need to learn. They can tell you when your ego is taking over in a relationship so that you're not sabotaging it. They can tell you so much more than you can imagine, only if you are, open and available for it. So much love and take care. I'll see you soon.